And coming to you from probably somewhere in Mississippi, just guys talking about sports and stuff. Ray and Rodney, or Rodney and Ray, whatever. It's the R&R show.
Hey, bro. That's my jam, bro.
Yeah, we can tell that your jam look like you're having a temper tantrum or something. Oh, what's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
I just want to be here today. Gonna do the show. We're gonna do it our way. We said 6:30, but we counting. Wave no, so we in here. Oh, you got it.
Boy, you stupid. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I know it's been a couple of weeks, but we back up in here. We back up in here one more time. Rodney with the shenanigans, but with the 5 soundtrack. I'm liking it, man. I'm digging it, dog. I'm feeling it. Hey, like I always get started, man, I always like to thank everybody. I like to give my thanks and my humble appreciation. I want to thank y'all for watching. We I'm scared to say anything. Hey, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. And for once, it ain't even on my end. But yeah, like I was saying though, everybody relax. Everybody chill out. You want to take 5? You want to take 5?
Yo.
Oh, he back. Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, y'all, how you sounding, y'all? How you sounding? I don't know what you did, but don't do that no more.
Died on me, bro.
What died on you? Hey,
I don't know. You know what?
We still alive though.
Nope.
What you want me to do? You want me to entertain everybody? Well, like I was saying though, I'd like to thank y'all for watching, subscribing on YouTube, me too, we too, all those twos. I'd like to thank y'all for following us on Twitter, Instagram, and everything else. Do we need to take 5? Do we need to take 5? You can't say anything? I mean, what's up? I mean, let me know. I can't hear you. Y'all look like you cussed. Hey, look, we finna bag out for a minute. Y'all just give us. Yeah, look like you cussing. No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Hey, y'all. Y'all just stand by. We'll be right back. Can I talk? Hey, man, you gonna kill the feed? I can talk now. Just stop it. Can you hear me? James said you broke it.
Bro, I don't know what happened. I just lost, dude. Everything just went crazy. I don't. Hey man, I guess I was feeling too hard. Let go. What you say? Cause I couldn't hear nothing you were saying. Can you
Right. I was telling you to shut it off and take 5.
How could I? I couldn't hear you. How I can't.
I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could hear me. I
I
didn't know
do.
you could hear me.
I love everything. It just. Hey, I'm back, bro. So what up, James? Man, what up, Steve? Y'all?
Man, they done left.
Oh my God! Hey, tell him we back. Yeah, I got it. All right, man. Look.
All right. If y'all know somebody who's doing all those things that I named earlier, tell them to tell him I'm them. They dead. They sit around. He may be somewhere messing up voice boards or something like that. Ain't no talk on tell him. Welcome to the R&R show. Y'all, these first 6 minutes, if you are still here these 6.5 minute mark, we sorry. We need a producer.
No, that was not a producer. That was a true technical malfunction. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. But we here. We here. What we gonna go? I know we got a guest in the you know what? Let me go real quick. We do have a guest in the show.
Hold on, Roger. I got a comment for about the Cowboys later on though. You just gotta hang out and watch.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that, Mr. Roger Allen. But right now though, we gonna bring this little deal in where every week we've been trying to do it, but don't nobody want to send ain't but like 2 people send us emails or text saying they want to be on the show. And we got Flippo back. So Flippo back, and I will play some music for Flippo, but I don't want nothing to burn up over here. So we're gonna give y'all a few minutes to just jump in, say your thing, do your thing about your team, tell us what you think, and then Flippo just leaves, bro. He just
he ain't gonna know what they did.
Look at Flippo. Flippo is in the house. He's had his 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, he gone. Now look,
man, put it back on, man. Stop it.
Hey, man, you can't be leaving while we putting you on the show.
Hey, I can barely hear you, Brody. Can you cut me up?
No. I'm scared to touch any button, dude. Did you see what happened?
I can hear you loud and clear. You can't hear us? Can you hear me?
I can barely hear y'all.
I do.
Hey, look, that got to be in your settings. In your settings,
you go back out and come back in.
No, turn your volume up.
I got my volume all the way up.
All right, let me try one thing. Okay, is that better?
A little bit more.
I can't go. How about that?
Can I hear you now?
Yeah, can you hear me? What are you asking me?
I can barely hear you a little bit. That's a little bit better. What about you, Ray? Can you cut me up?
No, I can't. I don't have that.
I have no clue what happened. I don't know if it was on y'all's end, but let's talk. What you want to talk about?
But we can hear you. We can hear you loud and clear.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you the stage to talk about your team, about what they just did, and what they gonna do. And then we're gonna hang up on you. How about that?
That sounds good.
But I got a response to about your team too. I got something to say about it.
Okay, you ready for
your team? It's your team and it's your flow. All yours. Go.
Come on, present your case.
All right. So through 3 games, New Orleans is 2-1, and I've looked. They are 31st in the league on offense as of right now. But Coach Payton has not taken the training wheels off Jameis Winston yet. He has not thrown for over 150 yards in either of the first 3 games. But the defense has been playing lights out. We've got most of the coaches back from COVID. Got three more coaches should be back this week. And I'm also representing the Swiss Army knife, Taysom Hill.
He had his moment.
Who that? Okay. And anyways, I am going to the Saints game this weekend as they take on the Giants in the Dome for the home opener.
Okay.
New Orleans is
that's a guarantee. That should be a guaranteed win.
Oh yeah, definitely. But one game at a time before we look ahead, because we got a bye week in the next 2 weeks. So I like our chances. We got the Giants this week, and then we go on the road to Washington before we get in the bye. And then after the bye week, go to Seattle on Monday Night Football. Michael Thomas should be back, our leading receiver. The guy we pay $20 million a year for 5 years for $100 million. So
yeah, y'all need that. And then but let me tell you something right quick.
That's right.
But let me tell you, I know who said that. Ain't nobody but Steve Young said that probably. Check this out though. The last time we had a show you were on, I was praising James Winston. I was just praising him because he made me look good because I know what he's capable of doing, and he did that. But he came back the next game and laid the biggest turd that you could lay on the field.
He did. Carolina's defense is raw. They're good.
You know what? Carolina defense is wrong. You're right. But God dog, man, if you gonna pass for 80 yards, I mean, give me 5 touchdowns when you pass for 70 yards, like you did in the first game. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't got nobody to throw the ball to. He's throwing a bunch of practice squad members.
But golly, I saw him throw it backwards one time, and that's a fumble. Look, dude, he cannot let that happen anymore. Because if he continued to do what he did against Carolina defense, or anybody else, if he continues to do that jersey you got on, you will see it behind center.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be starting. It's gonna be starting after that week. Well, if he come back in the Giants game and do what he pretty much did this last game, he won't be starting the 5th game.
No.
And to your point about taking the training wheels off, I think part of that is Peyton. I do. I really do. But I think part of that is James also. Because if you got somebody running downfield, wide open, I'm pretty sure Peyton will be okay with you hitting that man instead of hitting the dude on the drag route 5 yards. You feel me?
Right. This is something too, though. He ain't no rookie. You don't put training wheels on nobody but a rookie or somebody you don't trust. Hold up, but somebody you don't trust. Okay? So if I got a veteran, seasoned, reliable quarterback that's the way it looked in week 1, I'm gonna let you go out there and feel your way through this game. You ain't gonna have no training wheels. You either fall off that bike or you ride that sucker on one wheel. He was walking his bike in the last 2 games. He was beside it, walking it. He was not riding it. It don't look good, even though they won. But
I'm definitely gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to get more out of him. I am.
Exactly.
I really am.
When I say training wheels, because I don't really think it's all training wheels. I just think that he's not comfortable enough. I don't care who you're throwing to. Everybody, if you play who you got to play with. You practice with him, throw to him in practice, throw to him in the game. And if you got to make adjustments, that's stuff you got to make during the game. I don't see him adjusting to the game the way he's supposed to. And as far as who has he played? Anybody had a great defense that he played so far?
Probably the Patriots have had the best defense out of all of them, if I had to say, because you face Green Bay week 1, and you play Carolina. Well, I don't know. Carolina's probably their defense has improved. Green Bay's defense has been iffy because they can't stop the run. And,
but I got something about Carolina that I got for you. With I got, but that's gonna be later on the show. I want you.
They play Cowboys this weekend in Dallas.
If you're not in chat, I mean, just make sure you still be in. I want you to peep game. I got something for y'all later on. But but I do. I really have to get more out of James Winston. Because you got to remember, this guy led the league in passing yards.
5,100 yards.
Exactly. So we know he's capable of stretching the field. The thing that hurt him was his decision making of forcing passes and throwing interceptions. Something that I still believe that Sean Payton gonna work that thing out with him, because I really believe that he's capable of being that quarterback that can stretch the field without the interceptions. He's got that in him. So I need more of that. I need that first game. I was satisfied. I was just happy that he made it look good outright. But I did pay attention to those yards. He only had like $150 something or something like that.
148 to be exact.
I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it was right. It wasn't even 200 yards. So I'm gonna need more out of him as far as stretching the field.
You may see that this weekend.
And
I'm with Linda Taylor.
I hope so.
That's my mother-in-law, by the way.
Hey, mother-in-law.
Hey, mother-in-law.
Hey, look, I tell you what though. She did ask a Bible question. Now hold up, wait a minute. Flippo, tell your mother how you feel.
Right. She's supposed to be in the chat room. She's supposed to be replacing you in the chat room.
Well, look, man, we do appreciate you. And like I said, every week we're gonna give somebody a chance to come back, say they 2 cents on their stage, and then we're gonna do the show. So go on Facebook and watch us talk about you when you leave.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, man. We go. Hey, you know,
man, I appreciate you willing to come on, man. I appreciate it.
Man, yeah, no problem. Definitely love being on y'all show. It's been great. No, definitely looking forward to being on again soon. As always, who dat? Go Saints.
All right, man.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, bud.
Check this out.
Anybody else? Hey, man, put the link. Yeah, you don't have the link on hand that you can put out there in case somebody want to chime in like that. We ain't put that. You never did put.
All they gotta do is hit us in the comments and we'll send it to them. How about that?
Right, just hit it in the comments. We'll send it to you. There you go. You're right.
I don't know how. Right. But anyway, look, look. This is what we gonna do.
Hey, that was good stuff. That was good stuff, by the way. Good stuff.
He always bring the good stuff. Even when he was coming before he got on the show, it was always good stuff. So we're gonna keep bringing him back. And then we're gonna make him start talking about the Saints. Linda Arnett Taylor, I'm sorry, asked another question about what about the Cowboys and Dak is back, what y'all think. Now we're gonna get to that in a minute. Just hold on. But before we get to that and talk about some of the games that we saw, we got to get to those that are still perfect for this season. And the question is, how real are the undefeated teams? We got the Cardinals, the Rams, the Raiders, the Broncos, and the Panthers. We got those teams that's undefeated right now.
My question to you. My question to hold on, Rob. We need to start back doing the poll. I need to know from the watchers who is for real out of that list. Y'all tell me who is for real out of that list.
I'm gonna ask you, who you think is for real out of that list?
Who do I think is for real out of the list?
Do you think is gonna be the strongest at the end of the season? This undefeated crew, who's gonna be the strongest?
Who would be the strongest? Okay, we got Arizona, the Rams, Panthers, Raiders. I'm gonna be honest right now, Rodney. It's easy to say the Rams right now because of how the Rams putting on display right now, both defensively, offensively. Man, Matthew Stafford so far has been looking God sent. But I mean, I'm for real. I'm serious. Even though the majority of his pass has been to wide open receivers run down the field. Excuse me.
I mean, but
I'm saying, but he hitting them though. He hitting them. He doing his thing. He doing things. So, but to me, right now, the Rams. But now look at who the Rams played. The Rams played the Bears, who is looking pretty sketchy right now. The Colts, you can still say they out right now. So that really their only creditable win to me is the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, to me, that's just me. I know the Colts are all right, but it's. I'm not. No. I'm not. No. I'm on the fence with the Colts right now.
I'm gonna tell you, the Rams, if it wasn't for the Rams and Cardinals meeting this week, I promise you, I would say the Cardinals. But
okay, but let me give you this though.
I have to go with the Rams because they are the most complete team right now, and they're doing it with dominance. The Rams, the Cardinals have gotten a couple of lucky plays that kind of put them in some positions at the end of the game. The Rams,
a couple of games, or one game.
Well, I mean, one game to keep them perfect. But the thing is, when you get to the 2-minute warning with the Rams, they're game over. It ain't no, ooh, we can go with a nail about it. We going out to the end. Oh, they might get one play to make this up. No, they got the game rolled up by that point.
But Brian, look at this. I'm gonna give you the same. I'm gonna give to you the same thing that I gave to you about the Rams. Look who Arizona beat. They beat the Titans. They beat the Vikings, and of course they beat the Jags. So, dude. Now, even though the Vikings, I don't know, did they have Dalvin Cook? I can't remember or not, but it's still they beat the Vikings all the same. And we don't consider the Vikings a screw up, do we?
At this point, I consider them.
The verdict is out on that too.
The verdict is out. I mean, I'm not saying enough from them to be rolling. They're gonna come back and strong. I'm not seeing no consistency out of them. They're not looking like the team at least last year. I mean, the team last year looked better.
Okay. Well, you're right. No, I agree. But the Titans, they beat the Titans week 1. I would say that's a creditable win. But look at what the Titans been doing so far.
I would say it's a
after that loss.
I just think that's what I was going to say. I just think the Titans had a slow start. I mean, they just caught the Titans on the right. That's what it seemed like.
I gotta agree with you because it looked like it.
They didn't look right. They
looked like it. In week 1, they looked like they were stuck in the mud. Slow.
Right. But coming in the last 2 weeks, Titans look like that monster that was last year. I mean, they got people involved. They got the running game on track. Defense woke up, made some plays. They look a whole lot better than they did week 1. They're 2 different teams. So I can't give that win. That was a good win. I mean, a win's a win, but it wasn't against the same. If they play a team now, it's obvious to be a different outcome. I just think it'll be a hard game. It'll be a different outcome.
So guess who you just described? You just described the Panthers. They beat the Jets. Yes, they beat the Saints, but the Saints with the James Winston we were just talking about, which is equal to the Jets when you playing like that. And they beat the Texans.
Not taking a lot on the Texans.
So I feel like that the Panthers are not really tested right now. Now the Raiders. The
Panthers. I would say they've had an easy road to 3-0.
Yeah, and their defense did look convincing, I guess.
But
against these teams, though.
Right. That's what I'm going to say. Right. It's kind of like, and this is just a little pretense, little segue, whatever. It's kind of like how Dallas defense looked last night. It's like you're not playing the best of teams, and you're making some phenomenal looking plays, but you're not playing the best of teams. So,
oh my goodness! Right now, I really want to go to that right now. I really want to go where you are right now. But
quick. Go. But I'm not 100% sold on Carolina defense. All right, and then didn't they lose McCaffrey?
Yep.
Okay.
Again, I don't think he'll be playing. I don't think he'll be playing this weekend. And I'm starting to think that McCaffrey is. Do what?
I need to get out. I need to get out. He don't need to play this week. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, but like I said, before we get in we got one more team left. The future team left, which is the Raiders. Their resume, huh?
And the Broncos.
Yep. Oh, did I leave the Broncos off? I did leave the Broncos off. They also do not have any creditable wins.
They don't. But
they don't.
They're not making their wins look less convincing.
I agree. So,
but it's not like squad teams and squad get wins. They playing squash teams and getting convincing wins, kind of like I'm gonna work my magic to get what we need to get. So
hey, but who they got? Who they got this weekend? They got somebody. Oh my goodness, they got somebody this weekend. Well, while you looking, I'm gonna put the Raiders on. I'm gonna put the Raiders on your head. Undefeated team. They played the Ravens. They played the Ravens, beat the Ravens. I feel like it's the Ravens legit, but they was without everybody first game. So, but I still call it a legit win. They beat the Steelers. Steelers are trash. Dolphins are trash. So those two wins really just hurt their credibility for me as being an undefeated team. Now, go ahead. Denver got who this weekend?
The Ravens.
They got the Ravens. So now they will. That's their first test. That's it. As a matter of fact, Rodney, check this out. Check this out. They got the Ravens, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders got the Chargers. The Raiders got the Chargers. That's gonna be a test. Of course, the Panthers gonna be tested with Dallas, of course. And Arizona got the Rams.
It's not an easy road for all the undefeated teams.
We're about to see what they're about. We're about to see what they're about.
Every one of them. So that's the good part. Now we're gonna go and roll into this to this Cowboys that you want to get off the chest.
I ain't got nothing to get off my chest. I just want to say y'all calm the hell down. That's all I want to say.
Let me tell you.
I'm gonna tell you why. No, I'm gonna tell you why I say this.
Wait. Before you get there, I said it. They looked like they should have looked last night against that team.
And that's why I love you.
That's all that people need to realize. Okay? And I love you too.
That's what I'm talking. Let's stop it. That's why I respect your views about the Cowboys. And see what I'm about to say. I'm not talking to you because you already started to say it, but you didn't finish saying it. So I'm gonna finish saying it for you, and you will agree. You're gonna agree with me because I know you are a true Cowboy fan. The Cowboys did what they supposed to do against the teams that they beat in this 3-game stretch. They did. I'm not done. I'm not done. I know how they look. I know how they look against Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, which they haven't arrived yet. Jalen Hurts is not the guy right now, in my opinion, for the Eagles. He's the best man on the roster for the job, but he ain't ready yet. The Chargers. Y'all beat the Chargers, right? Credible win. Credible win.
That game right there is what. Actually, that game and the first game, the defense showed more. The defense showed more than I expected out of both of those games. If that defense played like they played against the Bucks, but you got to remember, you play a highly loaded team off a Super Bowl win, high on the beginning of the season, and they beat them by a touchdown. Basically,
I still say calm down. Calm down.
I'm not taking nothing from. I'm not.
Man, I'm talking to people. Y'all in the Super Bowl already.
Nah, them people don't play football. They don't like football. They only go out there just to agitate folks. They ain't got it. They just like some of these people that when your team get beat, you just go in a barrage and hate the team that just beat you for no reason. At that point, you're supposed to shake their hand on the field, but you still want to do that. But
check this out, bro. But check this out. We on the Cowboys. We talking Cowboys right now. You are about to witness why I hate the Cowboys so much over the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Over the next 4 weeks, you about to see why I hate the Cowboys. Because these delusional fans with these supposed to be hands down wins, they are about to lose their marbles. They not only they're going to the Super Bowl over the next 4 weeks, they're gonna win it. The Cowboys don't really get tested. I'm gonna be honest. 5 They got the Broncos the fifth game after this weekend, and then they got the Falcons. They real test gonna come against the Chiefs and the Raiders. They got the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they gotta man, the Cowboys. I'm looking at this schedule. The Cowboys should have 12 wins easy this season. But these Cowboy fans are about to lose it. They're about to lose it. That's why I hate y'all.
Well, look, I will say this much, and we've been talking football for the longest, and you know, we can shoot it straight with each other about football, about our team. We might be able to tell a lot of people about their team stuff they don't even know, and that's what a lot of people heard us talking about and was kind of impressed with what we were saying, right, and what we was coming with, because they didn't understand. But with that being said, you got enough sense to realize that when it comes to the scheduling and how it's supposed to be, it's going to be, majority of the time, it's going to be that way. But you're going to also have them times when you got to go up against stuff that's unseen. We got an extra wrinkle. We got COVID in this year. Anything on COVID late, they're taking that player out of the game. You got players that have been hurt, players that have been suspended, and that's just for Dallas. Last night, like I said, they were missing like 3 defensive players that are starters, and they still did that against a team that's a mediocre team that ain't ready. So I'm like you. I need y'all to calm down and realize what's going on.
Roger Allen, calm down, Roger Allen. Roger Allen, calm down. He's talking to you. He's talking to you, Roger.
He left the game back. And this is what he said.
Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? We're doing it.
Are
we doing it? I saw that.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the floor to go ahead and get it.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Hey man, look, let me tell you this much. We was watching that game, our crew was watching the game, we were texting back and forth, going back and forth. When Garoppolo scored that touchdown, my first thought, before they even kicked the extra point, I looked at the clock. And I said, they gave that bad man too much time. He was so ready. I don't even believe he was just so ready to score. I believe you got to take the opportunity when it's there. I'm not going to blame Garoppolo for nothing. And everybody's like, well, they gave him too much time. You cannot take. You can't.
What? I mean, you can't.
I hate, they gave him now. True enough, with his history, it played out to be too much time for him because that's what he is known to do. Ask Dallas.
But the thing is, as far as the too much time deal and with Garoppolo and whatnot, those last 2 drives that he had, well, I'm just saying that drive that he had then, he was ice cold, and we had to ride him offensively while he was hot because we had trashed the first 3 quarters. So when he caught hot and started doing what he was doing, man, we can't slow that down. You got to ride the wave in, man, especially when you see it driving towards the end zone. So we had to take what we got. Was it too much time there? Yes, I agree. But I mean, it just is the way it is. I can't have Garoppolo to sit down and manage a game and think about stuff because that's when he screw up.
That's why he's that bad man. That's what makes Aaron Rodgers Aaron Rodgers. If he got a chance to win that game and he can pick you apart at the end, that's what he's gonna do. And people just freaking out. I'm like, man, that's too much time. Like, he could have found something. The only thing that scared me was they didn't have no timeouts. And I'm like, they may get away with it. But all you got to do is put his man in the position to win the game, and that's what happened. It was a good game. Garoppolo actually performed better than what I expected. I thought the pressure of the Sunday night game playing against Green Bay and actually at the very end coming down to make that play, to make that drive at the end, I especially thought the drive was going to get to him. But he did better than what I thought. It actually what his history usually is when it comes to big games.
He still had his moments, though.
Yeah, he had his moments. It was never out winning at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, enough to get through. I just put on the bottom of the screen the address to if you want to jump in. We just ask that you be on a computer or a phone on connected to Wi-Fi. Don't do the phone from your regular cell phone. Be connected to Wi-Fi, and then we can try to get you on there. But that's the address on the bottom. Hit it, and then I'll see you pop up in the screen if you want to get on. So I'm gonna leave that ticking across the bottom of the whole show. Where we finna go? Where we going next? Man, oh man, I wish we could just talk football this whole time.
No, I was good too. Hey, let's go to. You sent me something today about Bradley Beal and his views on taking the vaccine and being, how you said, forced to take the vaccine. And also, we know that Brooklyn with the Kyrie Irving deal, with the mandate that you have to be vaccinated to be inside a public indoor facility. He's against taking the vaccine right now, and so that makes it look like so what he's faced with right now is that he cannot play home games. But check this out. Oh yeah, and Golden State has the same mandate. Now, Rodney, in that, this is what I didn't know. And talking about the Brooklyn and the Kyrie Irving deal, and I just want to get your whole. I want to get your whole take on the NBA. Should they be mandated to take the vaccine or they? I want to hear what you got to say about that. That's my second part. But first, this is what was crazy. What's crazy about the Brooklyn deal and the Kyrie Irving deal? Kyrie Irving, if he don't take the vaccine, he cannot come into the arena and play any home games. There's 41 home games. But other teams that are not vaccinated can come and play. That's crazy. That's crazy. He have a legitimate argument to tell them y'all can kick rocks. I'm just saying. But it is. But because it said the rule says if you are a resident of here.
Wow. Now the thing is though, that's not an NBA deal. That's the problem.
No, that's state. That's a state deal.
It's a state deal. So if the state mandates that, NBA ain't got no control over it. He can talk all bad as he wants to anybody that'll hear him. But as far as the NBA is already saying, I'm gonna go by whatever your state or county or ordinance, whatever ordinance they have, and we gotta follow that. I'm not gonna
but I think that's one of the things that they didn't think about when they were. I really feel like they didn't consider these things whenever the state put that mandate.
It's the way it's been this whole time since COVID has started. If you do not take control of your people, meaning the government, meaning legislation, whatever you got to do to take control of your people with their own mind gonna make mistakes. All right. That's why when you have leadership, when it's all broke out, that didn't do anything to steer the people in the right direction, and everything went crazy. So it's just like I'm putting y'all in this room, and anytime somebody go toward the door, I make a loud noise. At some point, I'm gonna stop going to the door because it scares me. So if at any other time somebody new coming there, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, bro, you don't want to go to that door because it's gonna scare you." So eventually, they don't know why they're going to the door, but it's always gonna be a mistake. The door could be wide open. They're not gonna go through it because they don't want you to go through the door, and you have no idea why they don't want you to go through the door. They're just like people. You're gonna give them that thought to say you can do for yourself, but when it's time to do for themselves, they don't have enough knowledge or know-how to make sure they include everybody in their thinking and to make sure everything gets done. So without that leadership, that's what's gonna happen everywhere. You take Mississippi, you take Tennessee, you take anywhere else, go north. All the rules are gonna be different, and none of them gonna make any sense. If you have control and you do it and you mandate it, and then it has to go. But like you saying, Brooklyn residents, they can't go to the game. He can't even play because he's not vaccinated. But you let somebody else come in from another state to play the game and not be vaccinated, that don't make no sense. Why not just say
But Rodney, I'm gonna ask you something. I hate to talk about I don't hate it. I'm just talking about you. Golly, I'm getting thirsty. I left my cup over there. Let me check this out. Check this out. what will you say the reason why we're in a pandemic right now? How this got out of control?
Because people don't want to do what they're supposed to do.
Why okay, hold on. Okay, why are they not? No, hold on. No.
I got you. I don't know exactly where you're going.
Why are they not doing what they supposed to do?
Because the president gave them that power.
Okay.
At the time, Trump gave them power.
Okay, you stripped all the clothes off there. Okay, all right.
What I do? And then guess what he did? He went and got vaccinated. Now these fools out here dying looking crazy, and they ain't gonna get vaccinated.
Okay, look. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's the answer I'm looking for, but not in that form. You stripped all the clothes off the mannequin, man. I'll just say the answer I was looking for is because people have made it political.
Oh,
which you are correct. You just got more detail. Politics got involved. Man. That's why it's out of control, because politics got involved. I'm not, you know what? I don't care. I don't care if you do it or not. You know, I can just do what's best for me. I ain't trying to sway nobody, know which way or not, but keep politics out of it. A lot of people taking it because not taking it because they said the Democrats trying to make me take it, and I'm not gonna take it. But I'm gonna take this rat poison over here, or I'm gonna take this worm medicine for cows and dogs. I'm just saying, use your common sense. Last year, 2020, was one of the most miserable years that I've ever seen in my life. People was wanting to get out and get back. They want to get back to normal, and they were willing to do anything to get back to normal. They were looking for a cure. Now that they say we got the, I ain't taking it. It come out too fast. You know what? Let go on, man. I ain't trying to go there with. I ain't trying to go there with that, but you know.
And then it's gonna be forever. We ain't got our forever.
Right. But I just think it's crazy. It just this thing has gotten into our sports now, and
I tell you what, the biggest thing with it all is the bad information that's being spread by people with influence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big thing. That's what's happening in the NBA. You heard this man, Bradley Beal, say, you know, why people with the vaccine get sick then? And when you say that, and all the people that are simple-minded are going to be like, oh, yeah, all of them get sick. I'm not taking it. But
they're not paying attention to people. They listen to people who don't do the research.
Right. If you listen to the people, if you look at the stats and look at the actual numbers, the numbers are totally different. Unvaccinated versus vaccinated that's got it, and the deaths told for people that's vaccinated, unvaccinated that's got it, it's totally different. And if you don't want to take that, then I can't help you. But I tell you what, though, it's the biggest thing, and I'm going to go into another subject with this, is misinformation and not sharing or knowing all the information. This week on I Am Athlete, Boyz Bryant is on the show. He's going to do a 2-part show. Boyz Bryant was on the show, and he said something about Colin Kaepernick that doesn't really represent the information that just wasn't brought up. It seems
he also mentioned somebody. He also mentioned somebody else.
Yeah, and I didn't get that. They don't have that.
I'll talk about that later. But go ahead. Go ahead with this thing, man.
I respect Colin Kaepernick, but there's one thing that I don't respect, and I said it when I get the opportunity, and to get on the stage to say it, I would say it, and I love him to death. So it ain't no hate or nothing like that. But brother, you had the biggest opportunity in the world to create jobs, build jobs, give jobs to people. The people that you was talking about, the people that you so-called standing up for, the people who stood beside you, the people who lost their jobs because of you. Where you at? I ain't heard from you. I reached out to you. Where you at? Real always and gonna stay that way. He brought the awareness, and that's why I respect him.
But what's the call to action?
There wasn't one. There wasn't no call to action. It's just like I see all these athletes, I hear them on Twitter, they be writing and writing these cool ass captions, I'd be like, hey, the NFL told you to put out a Black Lives Matter tweet and you did it. But I ain't see you do it. That's a difference. You get what I'm saying? So when I communicate with you, you know, whenever it's not the trending thing, because I'm for real about it, you don't say nothing to me as a problem.
This can go so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to where you at right now.
All right. So that was the exchange that he had. That was a part of the show. In the show, he actually mentioned Patrick Mahomes kind of in the same way. And
yeah, he presented Patrick Mahomes with some information, some.
It's a bit different. It's
right.
different. But my thing about the misinformation of what have you done, to me, it kind of, when you watch the whole show, I mean, I urge y'all to go ahead and watch and sign up for that because that podcast is awesome. But it kind of seemed like it was personal as opposed to it being about the action and about what he's done. It seemed like if he didn't get to talk to him and do anything with him, then he wasn't doing nothing. And that's totally not the point. Like, that's not what happened. Jamel Hill came back and made a tweet about it after she saw it and was just kind of like, with all due respect, you know, it's a lot of there's a lot of misinformation about it. You're not giving the facts. He's created a publishing company. He got an organization that raised $300 million for social justice initiatives. And he's got a production company that's helping put out these information and these things about racial inequalities and everything. Know your rights camp. Everybody know about that. So it's kind of like he's saying, if you don't fool with me on this, then you ain't doing enough. But at the same time, we see that he's doing enough, or he's maybe not in a big picture as he used to be. But behind the scenes, he's still putting in work and still getting stuff going.
And you know, and what you said about behind the scenes doing this, that, and another, man. Before he started, you know, all this Kaepernick started. Before the kneeling and all this, he was already doing things of this nature. He didn't wait until this come about and start to do this stuff. These are the things that people don't know. You know what I'm saying? He's always been doing these things. It's not. It's just like you said. Just because you don't want to get with me on this right here, that means you ain't what you say you are. You ain't real like you say you are. You ain't fighting the cause like you said because you don't want to roll with me. Now, if he had left Kaepernick out of that, because Kaepernick is still fighting the fight,
right?
And just said, look, I presented Patrick Mahomes with some information and whatnot, and I gave him some things twice and showed him some things twice. And only thing he ever told me was, I'm gonna get back with you, and I'm still waiting on him to get back with me. And then he kind of go that route with him just a little bit, but not far, but just a little bit because he ain't said nothing or done anything. Then I can see that more than him saying that about Cap.
Yep. But now I will tell you this: in that show, the biggest thing was when they was talking about, because that Cap deal came way after the Patrick Mahomes deal. When they was talking about that part, when he presented that, he was like, "Man, we got a platform. We don't use it. Why are we not taking advantage of it? And why are we not doing this when we in the spot? You know?" And then then they just said, "Them bands, it's that money. This
They do not want to lose the bag
to do sports. He got $500 million to do sports. He didn't get $500 million to do social injustice. So that's not. I mean, I can't say who's right or who's wrong in that situation. But to each his own, because if I just got paid and I don't see nothing wrong with what I'm doing and who I'm doing it with, then I'm not going to involve some loudmouth that's going to bring attention, whether it's negative or positive, to what I'm doing that may draw away from what I'm doing on the field. So Dez Bryant is a unique individual. Y'all go watch it. His story is out of this world. Like, I didn't know what I saw it until I saw it. But the thing is, he is an outspoken individual.
And you know what? I've gotten a new respect for that guy because I don't know that Dez Bryant. I only know Dez Bryant, the athlete, and to sit and watch that podcast, that episode, dude, that was a real blessing, and it was like a fresh breath air, a fresher breath air, because a fresher air. but just to see where he is mentally and how his aspects of life, and to talk about, situation with his mother. If you know anything about him and the situation with his mother, his relationship with his mother, it's a good watch. It's a really, really good watch. But I feel like he was.
I'll tell you this. And this is going off of it a little bit because, man, we're going to talk about this in a minute. But this is the deal. He fell into, and without noticing it, and I don't think he even noticed it, he fell into that same spot that some of the other, I guess you could say, outspoken people have in the NFL. Because you got Chad Johnson. Kind of the same thing happened to him. Chad Johnson should have been playing for 4-5 more years after he left.
Yep. Chad Johnson should be in the Hall of Fame right now. But all because he said, man, I don't need y'all to validate that I'm a Hall of Famer.
That's where I'm going, though. Chad Johnson been on that tip while he was in the league, too, about helping people, about coming from nothing and being something, right? Mm-hmm. Dez Bryant doing the same thing. Dez Bryant ain't got no team. And it ain't because he can't play. It ain't because he got hurt. He played the Ravens last year, right?
Yep.
He showed out. I mean, I ain't gonna say he was just but he showed out.
He was relevant. He was relevant.
He on the team. All right? Blackball. Guess what's happening to him right now? He is being blackballed. If anything, he should be on somebody's team. And that's no joke.
Yep.
So that is hey, Deuce, come and get Cheerio. So that is the biggest thing, is he's outspoken. And when you get a whiff of that, and you get to that point in the league where it's just like, we can't, we're not, we handle you with a long stick, then players that's still making their money are not going to be so fast to work with you on that until they're either at the end or out. So you got to pay attention to that part of it as well. I ain't taking nothing away from Dez Bryant. I ain't never had a point where I've never disliked him or where I thought of him in a different light. I always thought that I
didn't either, but he had this perception of being a bad guy.
He did, but I never saw it that way. I always saw it as he was real passionate about what he do, and until he's proven wrong, he's right, and that's all I see.
Look, and you know what? Just to me, he's the person that I thought he was. I mean, he that dude from the street, and the street was still in it, and that's all. I mean, listen, this dude said, "Oh man, I know we got to go." This dude said that his mom was a hustler. She sold drugs, and sometimes she'd be doing business with a junkie, and he'd be sitting there talking to the junkie while they doing their transaction. They just having a conversation, just in there. Dude just sitting there getting high, whatnot. He's sitting there talking to the junkie. This dude done seen some things. He done seen the gutter.
He was 13 when she was 13. Can you imagine your mama being 20 and you being 7? Like, come on, man. Like, you go back. I'm just telling y'all, go back and watch it. We can't be on here because
it's a good watch, man. Yeah, I gotta go eat too.
And we're gonna be out here.
We ain't get a chance to talk college football, but before we go, make sure y'all tune in college football. It might be the best college football weekend by far. Maybe the entire weekend. Man, we got Bama and Ole Miss. We got Arkansas.
I'm undefeated, never lost. Give me what?
You want one pick 'em. All right, I'm gonna let you pick it. You want Bama, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Georgia, Auburn, LSU, Washington football teams, Atlanta Falcons, the Trash Bowl is what I call it. You got the Browns and you got the Vikings, and you got the Patriots, and you got the Buccaneers. Brady going home.
Arkansas, Georgia.
You want Arkansas, Georgia? man, even though Arkansas is riding on the high, they been balling. They been kick shit, but embarrassed Texas, beat breaks off Texas A&M. Now they got to play Georgia. Georgia averaged 62 points a game. So they look more. They're the best looking complete team in the league right now. I'm gonna have to go with Georgia. I'm gonna have to go with Georgia.
Okay.
Georgia's gonna be too much.
Here's what it is. Well, look. He made it. He made it.
Had to get on here. Had to pray and teach fans. Pray and teach fans. Hold on, let me get studio ready here.
Dude. No, Rodney, you gotta go eat. You say you gotta go eat. You say you gotta go eat.
No. Hold on, let me do my hat like Ray. Let me do my hat like Ray.
Hold on. Hey, Willie. I want you to do your plug. Go and get your plug in right now. Petty Moment. When, what time? Tell us about Petty Moment.
Well, first of all, thank y'all so much for letting me jump into your show, the R&R show. They trailblazers, making things happen. Petty Moments is where we do faith, football, family, fun. We try to talk about it 7 p.m. on Sunday, so I can watch all your trash teams and then compile all their trash into a Petty Moment. So we're gonna have the R&R show on the Petty Moments. Well, we're gonna have Rodney on. Some people don't.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. You're right.
But yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate the love. Definitely want to see y'all on the show because we're doing faith, family, and football, and R&R shows already got all the stats, and we're gonna have a good time because the 49ers lost, and I think we need to talk about that. I mean, there's some grieving people out there.
I don't know one.
Your Facebook page said, "Don't tag me on nothing. Don't start." I like.
Hey, dog, this ain't Petty Moment. Say that for Sunday. Let's go.
Tell me, where can they find the show?
Right now it's on Facebook because I hadn't quite figured out how to do everything else, but it'll probably be on Instagram, and then hopefully by the end of the year I'll have an actual podcast. So I'm playing around with stuff, but just go to Facebook. We'll be live on Facebook, you know.
So before you go, Willie, do you have an NFL football team?
Say it again.
Do you have an NFL football team?
Yes, I do. The Atlanta Falcons, who won, beat the Giants this weekend.
That would be a no. To my music, dog. Let's get out of here.
We're not gonna do this with the Atlanta Falcons.
Come on, Brian, get out of here, too.
We already hit Willie Petty's Facebook page for Sunday at 7 o'clock for Petty Moment. Me and Ray gonna be on there, and we're gonna do what we just did right here.
No, you're gonna be on there. And we would definitely be talking about the Washington and Atlanta Falcons football game.
Okay, you messed up on your. Shut up. Listen.
Thanks for joining us today. Join us again next week, right here on the R&R Show.
You came in at 7:59. Look, I'm gonna go eat these turkey eggs and green.
Oh. I'm gonna be quiet.
You don't know how to do that.
Petty Moment, 7 o'clock.
Nigga, crazy. We still alive, man.
Yeah, you gonna stop the video?